Oh, hey, Jason. Hey, man, just the big old galoot I was looking for. You know what today is, don't you? It's like your official birthday. It's June 13th on a Friday the 13th. You know what time it is. Just, yeah, just one second. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday, dear Jason. Happy birthday to you. Yeah, here's your cake, man. Just like blow out the candles now.
Mr. Boo.
Hey everybody, it is I, Mr. Boo, the Entertainment Guru, Mr. Boo, the Entertainment Guru, right here on YouTube. And as Mr. Jason Voorhees there can cut his cake, have his cake, and eat it too, we will be talking about some Friday the 13th news here on, of course, Jason's birthday, June 13th. Friday, June 13th. As it is in the movies, Jason was born on, well, this day, that many years ago. Yeah, it's his official birthday, so I hope he enjoys the cake I made him. I thought for sure he hated it, and I was gonna be chopped like, the wood to put in the fire during Sunday dinner, but that was not so. So here I am today to discuss with you Friday the 13th, where the franchise is going now that all that rigmarole in court is done, what the new projects are, what the new look for Jason could be, as we are seeing it now, and could we possibly, starting off with the first subject here, could we possibly, with Gunn and Ilphonic supposedly working together, or even possibly confirmed to be working together, and the shutdown of Texas Chainsaw Massacre the game, could we be getting a remaster or remake or revamped Friday the 13th, the game? Could the servers go back online? Could we make Chad dance in a Speedo again? Well, let's get into that, shall we? And as we ease into the trailer for the original game, Gun Media Entertainment there, and Ilphonic's logo is coming up. They're the people behind this game. They're the people behind Texas Chainsaw Massacre, the game. Now, the reason we're all hyped, we're all psyched, we love Friday the 13th, the game, we love Friday the 13th, we're fans, and the reason the rumor mill is spinning now is because apparently they are working together again, and they have stopped further updates for Texas Chainsaw Massacre, and this came on the coattails, on the very heels of the copyright agreements being solved, and this Friday the 13th universe starting up. So, of course, we are excited maybe to see a new game or a remake, or hell, even just the servers going back up and more content support coming. Let me review this game. It was 5 out of 5. It was 10 out of 10. It was a cult classic. It was Friday the 13th and Jason Voorhees at its very core. You had new and returning counselors. You had all the different Jason Voorhees. You had the great abilities on both sides, a leveling up system, and it was camp counselors versus one Jason Voorhees. Your goal was to call the cops, survive, escape. Hell, it even had Tommy flippin' Jarvis. Ilphonic, Gun Media, they nailed the atmosphere, the feeling, the sounds, everything you would expect from these movies they bring into the games, and it is on another level. It is another experience for horror fans, and that's why we are now hoping, and I would say some are pleading for a remake or a new game, or just I would accept the servers going back online, but I just wanted to say this game was a 5 out of 5, a 10 out of 10. I loved it. It had great kills, great spills, Tommy Jarvis, escapes. It was just fun to get on there with friends and foes and randos and just have at it, hunt each other down, try to escape. It was great. I can't even say anymore. Ilphonic and Gun Media working together again. Could we see the return of Friday the 13th, the game? Well, I would certainly hope so. I would even appreciate a new game, even like the Terrifier arcade game, like an arcade game style beat 'em up. Anything Jason Voorhees right now in the gaming universe I would accept, but this game could make a return in 2025 and do well, or in 2026 and do well. Let's hope for the return of Jason Voorhees. So now that I've reviewed Friday the 13th, the game, and talked about what a shame it was that it was gone, and we've come down from the rumor mill up on the hill on if IllFonic and Gunn are going to move forward with, you know, the production of some sort of new Friday the 13th game, or revamp, remake, or just turn the servers back on, for God's sake. Like, we want to see Chad in a Speedo. Come on, who doesn't want to see Chad in a Speedo? I mean, it's Chad. Anyway, video game news aside, we will continue to celebrate Jason's birthday here on Friday the 13th, this wonderful June evening, with the news of some casting done, actually, in the project by A24 coming to Peacock, this series that has been in the works for a while. It was kind of talked about here and there. A little information was trickled in here and there. The court case was still going on. Finally, copyrights are settled, and this is the news we got here. And we are going to start with, of course, the first poster we ever saw of this wonderful prequel series, and we'll get into further details, but I love this poster. Seeing the adult Jason in the lake while the kid Jason looks into the lake, and it's almost like he's looking into his very horrific, terrifying, murderous future. Let's get into the news on what to expect when we finally get to possibly see this prequel series on Peacock. Let's talk Crystal Lake. Crystal Lake, the series, developed by A24, focuses on Pamela Voorhees' life before the events of the first movie and is set at Camp Crystal Lake. Linda Cardellini plays Pamela Voorhees. Right there is our new Pamela Voorhees. Now let's talk premise, as the series serves as an expanded sequel to the original Friday the 13th film, exploring the events leading up to that iconic slasher storyline. Now, the focus is that Crystal Lake will center around Pamela Voorhees, the mother of Jason Voorhees, and her backstory before she becomes that vengeful killer at Camp Crystal Lake. And now we're going to move on a little bit to the production. The series is a collaboration between Peacock and A24, and again, Linda Cardellini plays the young Pamela Voorhees. And Brad Caleb Kane is the showrunner for Crystal Lake. But before we switch gears, we do have two other confirmed cast members in a man named William Catlett joining the cast, and a returning final girl in Adriana King, but this time around she will not be playing Alice Hardy, as she is in an undisclosed role. Can't wait to see this show. Let's keep moving on. Now, we have been celebrating Friday the 13th. We've been celebrating Jason Voorhees' birthday. A monster, a man, a myth, a legend amongst horror icons, born on a Friday, June 13th, the same as today. We've been celebrating that with new news in the Friday the 13th universe, with a possible Gunn and IllFonic, I don't know, remake, revamp, servers on, Chad shaking it in a Speedo, or not Friday the 13th the game, but maybe some type of other Friday the 13th video game franchise starting up soon, hopefully. And we've also been talking about this wonder right here, the prequel series to Friday the 13th named Crystal Lake. And it will be on Peacock eventually. Who knows when? Can't wait for that one. But none of this could be possible. None of this could be possible if Jason, for one, wasn't born. Didn't take out tons of campers after seeing his mother just... But it also couldn't be possible if all the things in the courtroom didn't come to a head and settle. The copyright has settled, and it is now split, shared, divided. It is a Jason universe, Jason multiverses. It is what it is, and we're going to talk about it. So let's get into what is going forward in the Friday the 13th franchise, how the video game remake or server update or the TV show can happen, and how we might possibly see more games, merchandise, TV shows, and movies to come with this new F13 universe. We even got a new concept look for Jason, and we'll be getting into that too. So, yeah. Let's continue the celebration, shall we? And continue the Friday the 13th birthday bash for Jason Voorhees. We shall, and we will shut it down with a couple more topics. First thing is first, we've got this Jason universe. We're going to talk a little bit about what that is, what that entails, and we're going to give a quick look at the new concept for, well, a new look at the new look for Jason Voorhees. So let's get into it. First thing is first, what is the Jason universe? Well, it is a new era from the original Friday the 13th franchise. And well, what does that mean? Let me tell you. It simply means there are new Friday the 13th activations in place that will span an entire array of things such as entertainment like TV and movies, immersive projects, games, and more, including the return of Friday the 13th and Jason Voorhees himself to Hollywood horror movie nights in Universal Studios. And of course, along with all of that, there's also going to be plenty of room for new merchandise. And speaking of new merchandise, well, we'll probably have a new look on that new merchandise. Let's get into the new concept art that was released for what we could possibly know Jason Voorhees as from here on out. So here's the render that an artist had come up with for the F13 universe, or Friday the 13th universe. It's not bad. It's kind of not good either. It is generic. It looks like Friday the 13th, the remake, or Jason X before Jason went to space, which doesn't look bad. It really doesn't. And he has his iconic machete. What I don't get is the 13 holes in the mask. They reinvented the whole mask. The eyes aren't right. The holes are missing, and I'm guessing the 13 must represent Friday the 13th, but I'm just not feeling this. If we take a look at some of his other looks, they were iconic, and this is not iconic. Let's take a look at some of these other Jason Voorhees looks on Friday the 13th. And here we see the iconic Sackhead Jason for Part 2 all the way through Jason Goes to Hell, followed by the game's Tom Savini version of Jason, and Evil got an upgrade in Jason 10 and a downgrade in Multiverses. But for an E for Everyone game, I do like the way he looked, and I did kick some major butt with him. It's Jason Voorhees nonetheless. But this is what we are stuck with right now as far as we know. What do you guys think about the concept? Comment down below. What about the mask? What about the outfit? Hey, what about the TV show? What about this Friday the 13th universe? Do you like it? Do you not like it? Comment down below. I'll comment back. And while you're at it, give it a like, a subscribe, and ring that notification bell if you want to stick around and be notified for any of my other videos. Happy Friday the 13th. Happy birthday, Jason. And I'm out.